Okay, so it's 12:50 a.m. 11th of May 2024, and this is the video diary for the 10th of May. So today I just wanted to talk about something that I learned pretty recently that was, a complete shift in mindset, which is twofold, right? First things first is the multidisciplinary thinking, which is what I talked about, in one of my earlier videos. That doesn't mean that you have to be a master at every single discipline. That only means that you need to be able to see clearly and see reality clearly for what it is. So all you need to know is the basics of as many disciplines as you can, right? It's just like with mathematics. To be a functioning human, you don't need to know the specifics. You don't need to be a master at mathematics, but you do need to know the basics. It's like geography, right? You don't need to know exactly the specifics of each city and where it is, but you do, to be a functioning human, to operate through the world normally, you do need to know the basics of geography. It's the same thing, but extrapolated into every single area of life. That makes you a phenomenal entrepreneur and a bitch to compete with. Number one. Number two is, once you have the basics understood, once you are starting to think in this multidisciplinary thought process and mental model, that's when you come across problems. And first of all, you actually need to be wise enough to see the problem, but that's a video for another day. Once you come across problems, the question isn't, how do I fix this? The question becomes, who can help me fix this issue? This is something that I learned from, the people that I hang around with, because a lot of them are very, very successful, and when they have an issue, they don't try to waste their time, learning how to do it, failing, trying to save money, and then finally being able to do it. And by that time, it's been like 6 months has elapsed. What they do is they find someone that can do it for them, and they sit down with these people and try and learn as much about this topic as they possibly can, while the problem is being fixed, while the problem is being solved, right? And once they can learn how to do exactly what this person is doing, then the entrepreneur can create SOPs and systems to maintain the solution. And that's how they save so much time and outcompete everyone else, because they're not trying to be a master at everything. What they're trying to do is understand the basics to know where the holes and where the problems are. And instead of them trying to fix the problems themselves, they hire someone that is much more qualified than them to solve the problem for them. And at the end of the day, once you do that, the quality of your work becomes better, the quality of your solutions become better. And you learn without needing to spend time failing. Because, let's be honest, failure is great. Failure is amazing, right? I love failure. But there's a time and a place. There's a time and a place. It's like, if you have two ways you can solve this problem. You got one way where you can do it yourself and fail for 6 months. And there's the other way where it can be solved within 2 days, and within those 2 days, he can teach you exactly how you're solving the problem. Obviously, you would save those 6 months, depending on how urgently you want to get the job done. So there's a time and a place. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. That's what I learned today, and hopefully you guys can get some value out of this.